Don't mind me, just cutting holes in my Cobra. Trunk stuck shut. Hey Jamie, how's the yard sale going? Well, I sold the Charger, but it's still here because I have to finish it for the guy. I sold the 79, but it's still here because I'm gonna do the Magnum swap for the guy. So stay tuned. I sold the Dakota to my friend Quinn, but it's still here because he's making payments. Nope. The Tahoe's gone, but only because I made Jordan take it. Why does it still look like a really crappy used car lot around here? Did you sell the second gen? Nope, no one wants it. Third gen's still broken. I have received a deposit for the Cobra. It's going to France. But I have to wire the turn signals first. I think the van project would have been sold, but the interested party smashed his hand with a hammer. So it'll be a few days. Sold the 12 valve. Yeah. Mistakes might have been made, but I'm committed. Still got all of this. And because the Charger's still here, all of the Charger parts are still here. Although I've insisted that needs to change. Basically, the plan for the car hasn't changed. Well, except it's not going to have a blower. And it is going to have a hood. And it's also going to get painted. Huh. It might get painted red. Or that somewhat metallic root beer brown. On the one hand, it seems pretty ideal that I'll now be building the projects I bought to build on the channel. But for other people. And on their dime. On the other hand, it really didn't help the too many projects thing, did it? Anyway, today on L Dead Dodge Garage, we get the Cobra ready to go to France. I have to wire the turn signals to that column I was not even going to leave in the car. And it would be nice if we could open the trunk. In case you were wondering, this is how you do this, I think. Ha ha! Yeah, future generations, if you're watching, this is how you unstick your trunk lid on your Cobra Replica with no T-handle and the cable pulled through. All you got to do is hole saw 2 5-inch holes to get your arm and a tool through. No problem. Look at how fixed the trunk release is. But what's this mess over here? Guess I should fix that. Oh yeah, uncover the holes. There. Was that so hard? I didn't even have to splice and extend the wires. Don't worry about that. It'll be hidden. It's fine. I have a long-standing history of fixing everything wrong with cars when I sell them. This will be no exception. Weirdly, the other day I ended up in traffic behind another Cobra Replica. It was blue. I've never seen one driving around before, other than this one. Anyway, on that car, it was wired brake light, turn signal. This car, they're just wired together, but it's fine. Oh, and that bulb's out. Hey, how stripped should these screws be? If your blinker does this, blinks on the dim side, no running light, it probably doesn't have ground. In this case, the socket's also bad, but that's fine. This is a fiberglass body, so just screwing this grounding plate down doesn't help much. So I'm gonna fix it. I suppose it's time to button this thing up. I need a breakfast burrito. Naturally. It's also time to button this one up. This is definitely the right way to do this, right? Sure. Yes. No. Neat. And yeah, I sanded them to perfection and treated the rust and primed them and made sure they were perfect. Or I just threw a rattle can on them. Now I gotta wait for them to dry, paint the other sides, find some screws, and throw them over these holes somebody cut in the car. And then I think it's ready to go. The blinkers in the dash don't work, but maybe we'll have to take it for one final hurrah before it goes on a transport truck. We'll see. Well, the day's finally here, and the Cobra's gonna go away on a transport truck today. I already bought its replacement. Twice. Whoopsie! And obviously it's completely 100% ready to go. Kinda. I do need to install those. Well, this thing gets picked up for its next adventure today. So I figure before it leaves, I gotta drive it at least one more time. Right? Yeah, I think so. Man, this thing's good fun. Even going slow and careful, because you don't own it anymore. I forgot my hat again. My biggest regret, never taking this thing racing. Probably would have been amazing. Certainly looks like it's ready for it. Believe it or not, this is actually the Cobra's first time down here at the Wishkah River Test and Tune facility. Well, I'm not going to test and tune it today. Again, it's already sold. I really don't want to like break it or wrap it around a guardrail or whatever, so yeah, we'll take it easy. I'll tell you what, this car has made me a firm believer in the Ford small block. There's a lot of magic in that little thing. Of course, there's not a lot of weight in the car, so it's gonna do cool stuff no matter what. But I like it, and I get it. Yeah, I'll miss this thing. I love it, but I never really felt at home in it. I sure feel at home in my dream car. Yep. Coming to a French country road near you real soon. This thing sure taught me a lot about kit cars. If I ever have another one, it'll have to have the correct dash arrangement. Otherwise, what's the point? I'd even consider building one, but I think I'd be more excited about a split window vet. Just saying. I like roofs. Of course, Chrysler didn't have anything even resembling this in antiquity, like a Corvette. I suppose if I were to have anything like it again, I really just need to cut to the chase and get a Viper. Too much fun. If you know the story of this car at all, you know I wasn't looking for it. It just kind of fell in my lap. I never thought I'd be able to own one, but I'm glad I was. If only for a little under a year. We still had some good times. Such a happy little thing. Well, that's a wrap. Transport truck should be here eventually. I'll miss you, little buddy. But thanks for giving me my dream car. I appreciate your service. Well, luckily the auto transporter called and I told him about this bridge he probably shouldn't drive over. So I had to come get the car and go meet him in a big parking lot. One last drive. Ah, this thing's ridiculous. They're putting a roundabout in here. We're all gonna die. Why do I always forget my hat? Not good. Well, I guess I just sit here and wait. Patiently. Ideally. Hey, if you need an ego boost, just come post up on a busy street corner with the Cobra Replica. Hey, you made it. It's on a little car elevator. What's
Looks like
this
an
little
off-brand
guy?
Ferrari.
Well, but small.
Right, but tiny.
Fish tacos are always big.
Mm-hmm.